Hello and welcome to This Week in the Studio. I'm Amy Nicole and I'm coming to you from beautifully sunny South Texas. Today is actually a perfect summer day outside and I couldn't be happier, and by perfect I mean I'm not dying of heat exhaustion and sweating my little butt off. It is breezy and beautiful and the perfect day to be wearing my new Jessica dress. I love this dress. It is so soft and comfortable. My favorite new summer dress probably. And I finished it this weekend. All I had to do was put the buttons on. And I did actually end up, I don't know if you can see, I did end up narrowing the pockets. They were way out here, they were kind of sagging, so I just took them in. Now they're only 6 inches wide and they're not puffing out and sagging as much, so I love it. It's so comfortable. I know I said that already. I love my little tie straps that I did by just cutting 4 instead of 2 pattern pieces on the straps, and I love the way my buttons look from Arrow Mountain. Arrow Mountain makes beautiful wooden buttons of all shapes and kinds and sizes, and I knew when I was making this dress I just wanted to do something special with the buttons. The pattern is so busy, so I thought that the natural look of the wooden buttons would be a really nice touch. And I got these cute little flower buttons. I sewed them on in alternating directions, and I am just so pleased. Oh, I missed a button. I just saw that. These buttons, I don't know how well you can see them, but they have their little flowers and they just have the shaft in the middle to connect the thread. They are a little difficult to get in and out of my buttonholes. I think I could have made them, I had them a lot wider and I was nervous about them popping open all the time because I hate it when that happens. So as I was sewing them, I made them a little more narrower, but I think I could have kept them wider because the ridges and the thickness of these buttons really makes them kind of hard to get on and off. But luckily I'm not going to be doing any quick changes in this dress, so that is totally okay. To my right, I have a commissioned tulle skirt. I talked about this last week. This is finished. I used a really cute gold elastic for the waistband. I'm going to bring that to her this week. I did do a lining because, you know, it's tulle and it's clear. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of tulle here. I might have liked to do more. This was all the tulle I had on hand, and the last tulle skirt I did for the client I only did 6 layers. So I felt pretty good with 7 layers. You know, the more the merrier with tulle. But I think it looks great. I hope she loves it. I hope it fits her. And I'm going to be delivering that this weekend. And to my left, we have this adorable dress from the pattern. The pattern company is The Simple Life, and it is the Molly dress, and it is just so cute. This is going to be for my niece, my cousin's, I call her my niece. She's my goddaughter. It's her birthday, and I got this adorable coloring book fabric from Laminates on Etsy. That's the name of the shop. I will link that below. And I sewed up the Molly dress. I just love the back of this dress, this little scoop back with the buttons and the collar that goes to the back. It just turned out so cute. I wish I could have added some pockets because, you know, I love pockets and I think little girls do too. But the way I cut the skirt, there's no side seams, there's just a center back seam. And I did that to maximize fabric because my fabric wasn't quite as much as I thought it was. So I just cut the one seam and no buttons, but I love the way this turned out. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to picture how tall she is. I'm a little nervous it's going to be a little short on her, which that was kind of an accident, because when I cut the skirt, I cut it from the selvage, the pattern piece, but the print has a block about like this thick from the bottom of the selvage, and I thought it looked, I was just going to hem up the selvage, and I thought it looked kind of weird to have the skirt hem not end with the print. So I cut that shorter and hemmed it there. So I hope it's not too short on her. I don't think she's crazy tall, but I'm trying to picture her standing here, and I think it'll be okay. So I guess we'll see. It can be a tunic. If not, I cannot wait to give this to her. I just need to pick up some fabric markers to go with it, and it is going to be so lovely. Lastly, this week I finished this skirt for my Honey Darling shop. This will be available as soon as I get the pictures and listing up. So if you're interested in ordering one of these, they will be available in my shop, and this is going out to its owner this week. Very excited about that. I think this print is so fun. This was a vintage fabric that I found online. Love it, love it, love it. Also, I am starting a new segment for my This Week in the Studio, and it's going to be called The Weekly Crush. And that is going to be a segment at the end where I just share something with you guys that I've discovered, or some blogger that I discovered, or something new that I am really excited about and crushing on. And this week it is the online shop, A Thrifty Notion. I believe I have that right, or yes, A Thrifty Notion. And she is on Instagram at A Thrifty Notion. I'm going to link all this below. I'm going to double check that this is correct. And she sells vintage and secondhand fabrics. She has a fabric shop for vintage and secondhand fabrics, which is a woman after my own heart. I just love this concept. I don't know how she sources her fabric, but she does have some great options online. I am all about using vintage and secondhand. I try to buy ready-made, ready-to-wear fabrics. What do you call that? I try to buy retail fabrics as little as possible, and just be as environmentally friendly as possible. I love scavenging estate sales and the bed sheet department in Goodwill to try to find fabrics. So this is another great resource if you're interested in second-hand fabrics. She has them categorized on her website by content or purpose, like top weight, bottom weight, etc. And you can also subscribe to her newsletter to be notified when she has new stuff in the shop. And she also posts her new stuff on Instagram a lot. So I highly encourage you to go check out her shop, follow her. It's I'm so excited about this. It's such an amazing find. It's A Thrifty Notion, and that is my weekly crush for this week. I don't have a lot going on in the studio to finish this week. I am headed out of town Wednesday, possibly Thursday, to spend time with some family. The husband and I are taking some time off of work, which doesn't happen that often, so I'm very excited about that. And we will be just relaxing. We have a pool party to go to. I have a baby shower to go to, which I'm thinking I might try to squeeze out a little baby gift before I leave. I don't know if I'm going to have time, but that is a minor goal for this week. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you that the Roxy Trio Sew-Along is starting on the blog this week. So if you are interested in sewing the Roxy Trio, you should join the Sew-Along. I will be talking you through each step by step, really talking you through choosing fabrics, the construction, all that kind of stuff. And that is going to start today. But if you feel not ready, like, oh, I don't have fabric, that's okay, because the whole first week is all introductory. We're covering fit, possible customization options, stuff like that. We don't actually start construction until next week. So you have plenty of time to pick out fabric and join me for the sew-along. I will link to the sew-along page below, as well as where you can buy the pattern. So I would love for you to join me on that. I love doing sew-alongs because it gives me a little bit more of a chance to really break it down and talk it out with you. I try to be very clear and concise and to the point in my instructions. So the sew-along really gives me a chance to be a little more communicative about it. The sew-along is going to be broken down. It's partial video, partial blog posts. So there's a little bit of dual learning styles there. I like to do the construction and everything in video, but then a lot of other things are just easier written out so that you can just kind of skim through and collect the information you need. So Roxy Trio Sew-along starting today, going through Wednesday of next week, I believe, and of course taking a break on the weekend. A really fun summer make, so I really hope you join me for that. Also on the blog this week, look out for my restyling exchange roundup. Pilar and I have been working very hard to choose some of our favorite restylers, and we're going to be posting on each of our blogs about some of our favorite restylers, some things we learned from the exchange this year, and how you can sign up to our list to be sure not to miss next year's exchange. So look out for that on our blogs and our Instagrams. And other than that, it's going to be a pretty breezy week around here, which I'm excited about. So thank you so much for joining me this week in the studio. Happy sewing.